This is One Broke Gamer Girl, and this is my review of Batman: The Enemy Within, Episode 3, The Fractured Mask for the PlayStation 4. So, I've had this love/hate relationship with this season of Batman for a bunch of reasons that you can see in my previous reviews, which are linked in the bottom description. And I was really hoping that this episode would deliver and turn the season around. When this episode came out, I was a little hesitant to play it because this is basically the episode that's going to show you where the next 2 episodes are going to go. If it's bad, it doesn't look good for the rest of the series. If it's good, it means that everything's going to be fine. Anyway, on with the review. This episode picks right back up where episode 2 left off with the reappearance of Catwoman. Yes, she's back in Gotham once again, and depending on how you played last season, she might even be Batman/Bruce's potential love interest. There's so many things going on in this game, and it's surprising how well it all works out together. There's a lot of back and forth between Bruce and Selina, as well as Batman and Catwoman. I know they're the same, but it feels different when they're dressed in their alternate personas. Anyway, there's more going on, as Bruce is still infiltrating Harley's gang, but Harley knows there's a mole, and she's going to find out who. The end doesn't look so pretty for the mole. Not only does Bruce have that going on, but Jim has tasked Batman with bringing Bruce into custody at the GCPD, after the events of last episode. We all know that that's not going to happen, but Jim has it out for Bruce and will do anything to get his way. This episode ends on another cliffhanger to keep you wanting more. Needless to say, I loved this episode, loved it. I thought it was the best episode by far, as it had everything. It had the compelling story, it had the great action sequences, and it had that girly inside of me all sappy with the story of Batman and Catwoman. I like that while Batman is a big part of the episode, it's really Bruce's episode as well. You can make him grow as a character, as he can open up to Selina and actually work with her. She'll throw back in your face the things you might have said to her last season when you were mad, but hey, it happens. Ouch, I know. Anyway, out of the whole season so far, this was by far my favorite episode, and it's just one of those episodes that I would really be able to play again and makes me want the next episode to come out really soon. Catwoman. I've been a huge fan of this character since Michelle Pfeiffer put on the Catwoman suit back in 1992's Batman Returns. The character of Catwoman is just alluring and actually pretty deep. Anyway, my appreciation of Catwoman transcends into this game as well, as she's voiced to perfection by Laura Bailey. She really owns the role and just makes the character and the game even better. The playability of this episode was spot on. My decisions from last episode seemed to stick this time, which was a big bonus. There were a lot of loading times, but they were quick, and it didn't at any time seem like the game was going to stall and crash, which is a big bonus. The quick time events were spot on again, and they were pretty amazing as Batman and Catwoman really get into these 2 awesome confrontations that have you on the edge of your seat because they're that exciting. The graphics are a staple point of this game, and I can't make that clear enough because they look like they're coming right out of a comic book. The graphics look amazing, and they make playing each episode that much more better because of the style. I'm really a big fan of the style, especially for comic book-based games. Finish this episode and you'll get yourself another 6 trophies, pretty easy as always, as all you have to do is play the game and the trophies will come naturally. The story is compelling enough, though, that I didn't even bother to watch the trophies pop when they did. This is coming from a trophy hunter, so yeah, don't worry about the trophies for this one. Once again, no multiplayer for this episode, just good old crowd play. Use it if you want to play with friends, or if you're streaming it. I think you can use it if you're streaming it. Not sure, since I haven't looked into it that much. As always, any information on the famous crowd play would be much appreciated, and you can let me know your thoughts about it and experiences with it down in the comments section below. Overall, I give this episode a 5 out of 5. Here's what's great about it. The story really puts the final 2 episodes of this game in a good place, as they have progressed nicely from the first 2 episodes. Also, there's a great continuation of the last episode that has everything from awesome storytelling to awesome action sequences, and some romance thrown in there for us sappy gamers. Not to mention the return of Catwoman. This is a huge plus for this game because if you think about it, there is no Batman without Catwoman. Not to mention the improvements to the overall playability of this game are a good sign, as the loading times were short and worked perfectly, and the QuickTime events for the action sequences were spot on. Here's what's not so great about this episode. This episode seemed a little on the short side and left me wanting more. It seems like the episodes have gotten a little shorter along the way for not only this season, but other Telltale series as well. I'm really excited about the next episode and can't wait to play it. The cliffhanger way it ended was enough to keep me on the edge of my seat, and I really enjoyed it. I would say if you've been holding off on this game, that now would be the time to get it, as it's 3 episodes in, and while you can binge play all 3 of them if you want, you can also take it a little slow, and you might finish up as the 4th episode is coming out. If you're not really sure about this, then there's nothing wrong with waiting until all the episodes are out and purchasing the whole game.